Hey guys, Liam here from Liam's Obsonitis, and sorry about the delay. It's been on my channel. I've been gearing up to head out to America, to USA. I'm going to go to America, Canada, and I'm going to film a tinnitus documentary. I'm going to film people who want to be helped and documented. I'm going to release all the information in terms of their results, not their personal information I don't want out, but just their results, how much they follow based on their age, their gender, their past experiences, how much of the guy they follow. As I said, I'm going to go do a documentary on that. I'm going to interview ENTs, holistic people I've already helped, new people I'm going to help, all different ages, and I'm going to make a documentary. So I've been gearing up for that. I've been doing a lot of preparations, spending a lot of money on flights and preparing accommodation as well. I'm in Chiang Mai at the moment, so it's literally across the world, so it's going to be a bit of a journey, but that's fine with me. I'm excited. I'm going to be in LA, Chicago, and Dallas. So I'm going to be in Texas, Dallas, Victoria, and Houston. So if any of you are in those areas and you want to meet me, you can absolutely come meet me and see that I'm real. I'm not some cybernet robot, or I'm not some random person who's just posting shit on the internet about tinnitus for no reason. This is actually what I do as a job, and it's actually what I do full time, and I'm actually putting a lot of effort and money into it. And I want to talk a little bit about stress, and I want to talk about the side benefit. I'll keep this video short. One of the most important side benefits of tinnitus, and this answers the question I get a lot, Liam, if this stuff really works, and as I say, you can do this and you can slowly go back to your own life, meaning by that you can follow my advice, do the fasting. I get a lot of questions as well, Liam, how much fasting should I do? Do it for as long as you can, take a week off, and then do that again. Talk to your doctor first. Don't ask me that again. As simple as that, okay? Put the effort in, okay? So people always ask me, Liam, why do you keep following your own advice if you have already got rid of tinnitus? Seems like a reasonable question. First of all, what's the problem with following the advice? Because you're healthier. I pretty much have zero risk of ever getting diabetes, cancer, dementia, acne, any issue like that, but simply because I'm being excessively healthy. We're talking about things like dry fasting, cutting out all sugar, bread, rice, pasta, coffee, tea, which is all the tannins, all the toxins, antihistamines, all medications. I don't take any medications. I sleep really well. I have my block out lights at night. I've got this turned on at the moment. I usually have candles for nighttime, but I've got to do a video, so you've got to be able to see me. So I've got my computer here with got Flux on. If you guys don't know what that is, everything is pimped out to the max. Well, I think it's pimped out because I think it's cool, because it's tinnitus stuff. I think it's cool. But Liam, why do you keep following stuff? I feel dirty if I don't follow this stuff. And also, for example, I still do two-day dry fast every week. I still do eat really healthy. I feel sick if I eat too much food, and I maintain my weight by eating mostly meat. I maintain my weight by going to the gym a lot because I love it. I meditate all the time. I sleep well. I have cold showers all the time. The thing is, guys, you just become, I would call it, as lame as it sounds, you're going to think I'm totally wanky here, but you really do become what I call elite. So your brain works so much better. That phrase is like, oh, you should be competing with yourself and no one else. That's loser talk. You want to be competing with everybody else in the world. If you want to get a job, interview, and you want to crush that job interview and you want to do well, are you competing with yourself or the next guy? You're competing with the fucking next guy, of course. Whoever the fuck told you competing with yourself? You're going to walk in the office, then walk out and change your outfit for the first time, and a job interview is not going to know it's you and you're just competing with yourself. Is that reality? No, it's not. You need to be, if you want to succeed in life, you have to have your mind has to work up here, has to work from here down. Don't worry about the body being good. You want to be from here down, because it's good for thyroid, controls the hormones anyway. So the brain, all toxins, it's fat stores toxins, goes down to the brain and down to work. Potassium pulls out the toxins. Anyway, so it's a complicated thing for another video. But just know that I do this because my capacity to handle stress is almost limitless. People have willpower throughout the day. That's why rich people, they understand this, and successful people and doctors also know this, and neurologists, also good English, as I'm talking about stress, know this too. They know that you have a certain amount of willpower throughout the day, a certain amount of blood sugar level as well. And every decision you make, it saps a little bit of that energy. Saps it. So I try to make as little decisions as possible, and I can do that because I'm not using bullshit in my life, and I'm always fasting, so I don't have to think about the food I'm going to take. And even if I am not fasting, I'm eating, it's a small window, and I just eat a basic amount of food, whether it's meat, veggies, fruits. I keep them separate as well, stuff like that. So I'll tell you a story quickly about today, and this will really illustrate what I'm talking about. So I'm flying overseas, as you know, and my computer, I'll show you, this computer here, this bloody thing, died on me. So I'm recording this straight from my laptop right now, my new laptop, and this thing died on me. And I had to go buy another computer today, which cost me about $3,000 Australian. Where is it? I want to show you guys this. I think this is it. You can do the exchange rate yourself, because obviously this is in baht. 65,900 baht. Don't know if I should really put this stuff online for all my details and stuff. That's alright. I'll just flash it there quickly. 65,000 baht. I don't want to show too much of my details. I don't know if you guys can hack into or anything like that. But you get the point. That's about, well, I just show you this, I guess. The computer's sitting on a bloody new case. To get today, you get the point. It's a new computer, and everything that could have possibly gone wrong went wrong today. So I basically the screen wouldn't work. So I took it to this local Mac store where they sell Macs, and they go, "This is in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Very, very not. It's a city basically. It's got a lot of stuff going." I took it to the first place, and they go, "Okay, yeah. So the screen isn't working." And I said, "That's thanks, Captain Obvious." And they go, by the way, there's a huge language barrier going on this whole way where we can't even understand what the fuck each other are saying. And the guy goes, "You're going to have to take it to the Apples. There's a place called like 7 Story or something where it's like a certified Apple dealership." No, it's called iCare in this shopping mall. So I went to the shopping mall. They said, "You can fix it." Yeah, I took it to the shopping mall, and they said, "Oh yeah, we can fix it. Yeah, we just have to send it off to Singapore for 2 weeks." I go, "Jesus Christ, like I can't send it off to Singapore. I'm leaving here in a week to go to America. I can't do that." And they go, "Oh, okay, we can help you." Keep in mind, this is a store that specifically fixes Mac laptops. That's the only thing they do. Mac computers, Mac laptops. This is a Samsung, but iPhones, all that's what they do. They got a whole thing out the back. And they couldn't fix the screen that wouldn't turn on. I didn't drop it in the bath. I didn't do anything like that. So I thought, okay, well, that's fair enough. Well, I guess I'll just have to buy a new one. And I already spent thousands of dollars preparing for organizing interviews with doctors and booking the flights between America and booking hotels and all that sort of stuff. And I needed the computer to work. So I thought, okay, that's fine. I'll have to figure it out. And I instantly didn't get stressed out about, what about this? Oh my God, I didn't start overthinking. I just looked around and I found a place that was, that was the Store 7 place where they sold Apple computers and Apple iPhones and all that sort of stuff. And I walked in there and I was like, okay, well, I'll have a look around here. And I saw a computer that wasn't this one. And I said, okay, how much is this? This is about $1,800 Australian, which is, if you're in the US, it's probably about $1,500, $1,400, something like that, US. Dollar sucks. So I went in there and I said, okay, I'll take this one. And with this whole thing and this whole, like, all my ID, my passport, and go, okay, I'll go get the computer now. They go out the back, sorry, sir, we don't have that computer. Okay, well, I guess I'll just find another place. So I go all around, I went around that floor, and they came and grabbed me and they said, come back so we have that computer for you. And I went back in and they said, look, here's your computer that you wanted on the screen. Here it is, you should get this one. And I go, that's not the same one, it's $1,000 more. They're, yeah, it's, no big deal, you should get this one. So they're just trying to fuck me basically and like say you should spend $1,000 more. And I wasn't stressed out honestly in the slightest. I thought, well, that's the next cheapest option. It's all they have, and I'm already here. I should just, I had a little bit of money left over. I should just get this one. That's fine. So I ordered that computer, and I gave them all my details, did all this stuff, did a passport, paid them, and they go, okay, we'll call you when it's in. I go, Jesus. And I wasn't even laughing at this. I said, oh, okay, what do you mean by it's in? What does that mean? They go, oh, we have to get it ordered in. I immediately thought, oh, okay, well, I might have to delay my flight or something to America, or I might have to see if I can get a refund or something like that. And I say, how long does it normally take to come in? They go, oh, it normally takes 2 or 3 days. They go, oh, well, that's going to work. Okay, I guess I didn't have a computer. So I thought, oh, it's okay. I could kind of like, email people from my phone. And I go home and then I'm in the shower, and they said they call me when the computer comes in, and no one has my phone number. So they're the only people that have my phone number. I'm in the middle of having a shower. I'm shampooing and everything, and I've got this song blasting, which is She's Like the Wind by Patrick Swayze. I love that song. I love the movie Roadhouse too. And I'm just like get into the jam and doing all that sort of stuff. And then I hear the phone ring and go, fuck. And I run out, slip on the floor, land on my ass, land on my side, go far out. And I miss the call. and I call back, and it's a Thai answering machine, so I have no idea what the hell they're saying. And I go, oh, it's probably the place. And then I go through and try to find. I'm searching on the internet, and as I'm searching on the internet to try and find the phone number to call that place, they call, and I accidentally press a button. I try to press a button as I'm moving my finger towards the phone. The call pops up, and I accidentally press hang up. So I go, Jesus Christ! I didn't even know it's them at that point. And so they call again, and I answer, and they say, yes, your computer's here right now. Please come immediately. I go, okay, well, I can do that. Jump on my bike, ride down. It's literally, I can see it from my balcony of the store. Go there and go, okay, please wait here to be here soon. So it's not even there. So I go, okay. By the way, if you haven't ever been to Thailand or lived here before, that's how they just do shit in Thailand. Their common sense is just not a thing here. It's just not a thing. And it really isn't. It's just, that's the way it is. And it's like, you kind of got used to it. And so eventually I got the computer and I took it home. Then they brought the computer out, and the first one they had didn't work. It turned on, it didn't work, and the Wi-Fi eventually turned on, the Wi-Fi didn't work. So I was thinking, Jesus Christ. And then I got another one out, and now it works. So I got that one, took it home, and that's what you're seeing me from right now. But the whole entire time, I'm recounting the story in kind of funny way, like, oh man, putting some flavor on it, and I'm embellishing a little bit. But in terms of the emotional way I was. But I was really unaffected by the whole thing. Now I know that previous Liam, who drank coffee and stayed up late and watched really scary movies and thriller movies, that's a big thing about stress, by the way, and had a generally bad lifestyle, sugar, I would have been losing my fucking mind. I would have been enraged. I probably would have slapped someone in the face, or done something stupid, or snapped at somebody in my life that had no business to get snapped at, and it would have been unfair. I don't know that some of you would have felt that. And if you think about it, that situation I was in was a serious predicament. I'd spent a lot of money ordering this to go around and interview people, and I'm prepared for it and organise. I'd spent a lot of money on ads to get people in the LA area who I could interview, spent a lot of money on that, all this different stuff, and it was all about to just come crashing down, basically for nobody's fault. And so, I didn't even take it on the chin. I just rolled with the punches. And it's because of the diet. It's because of the lack of, I don't like the word diet. Let's just say it's because I'm eating like a human being supposed to eat. Because I'm not being tricked into thinking that, all these things about coffee are just, people just zoom in and go, oh, coffee lowers, coffee, can lower stress and help your attention span. Well, first of all, you get addicted to it. When the caffeine wears off, those things get worse. It's like antidepressants. It's like antidepressants make you feel good. Well, until they start wearing off and you have to wean off them. In the long run, they cause extreme psychological damage. It's a great book by a psychiatrist. I forget what it's called, but he basically quit the whole thing as he realized he could he could preempt psychological problems with diet. And also Dr. David Grundy, who talked a lot about lectins, who was the top heart surgeon in New York City, put himself out of business intentionally because he realized all these fucking people who keep coming to me he was making about $10,000-$20,000 a day doing 3 open heart surgeries a day, and he realized that he could actually just prevent these people from even coming in by just spreading awareness about the fact that you shouldn't be eating breads, rices, and pastas, and obviously McDonald's and McFlurries and all that shit. But you get the point there, where it all comes down to diet, and obviously your emotional side is a big part of that. And part of being tinnitus is having the balls to really stick with it and go through the ups and downs. And I've noticed that there's a big correlation between people who have tinnitus and their emotions tend to be drop of the hat. They'll get some results. They'll go, Liam, I started following your stuff, and my tinnitus has gone from a 5 down to a 3. This is amazing. Nothing's ever worked like this. Oh my god, it's the best day of my life. I'm gonna fly and see you soon. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna buy you a house or shit. I'm like, whoa, just calm down. Stick to it. And I get a lot of those emails actually, which is just great. It feels good to help people. But then when the tinnitus goes back up to a 5, which it's supposed to do in the beginning, and I couldn't make it clear on my YouTube channel and Instagram, they still go, oh god, I'm gonna kill myself. This is the worst day of my life. Nothing ever works for my tinnitus. I'm gonna have it forever. It's like, do you remember just sending that? Let's just wind it back real quick and just have a quick read of that email that you sent me. So I've often find that the best way to really, people who do best, and the best way to actively just, first of all, breathe, take some oxygen in, because when you get stressed out, you don't breathe enough, you lack oxygen, your blood flow doesn't work as well, and your heart has to pump harder anyway, so it's like a vicious cycle, right? But secondly, I find that that's just mostly the food. It's lactic acidosis, it's mold, it's a whole bunch of other different things as well. So it's just a message I wanted to send to you that the main things I touched on here are I continue to follow my own advice because it is my own advice. Why wouldn't I walk the walk? Because I like to have virtually no stress regardless of what I'm doing. Meaning that I could be sitting on an island and probably have no stress, which I basically do now, except there's no beach here in Chiang Mai, unfortunately. Or I could be, flying around LA and organizing everything and doing a documentary, and I have no stress. I'm sure I'm going to have no stress there too, because I'm not going to have to worry about what I'm going to eat, or am I going to have money for food because I was going to fucking eat. It's as simple as that. Or get it done, and I like doing it too. And the second thing is that it's a huge side benefit for you as well. I think who are watching right now, that you watch a long video, 15 minutes. I'll cut it off soon, but it's a side benefit that you won't have to be stressed out anymore. And you'll wonder, geez, and you'll look back on your life and go, what the fuck was that? What a fucking waste. You'll be so frustrated. Your capacity to make decisions based entirely on logic, which is long-term decision making compared to short-term decision making. For example, if you make the decision to sleep with somebody without a condom and you have a child that's an accident. If you make the decision to buy an expensive purse on a whim when you know you shouldn't. If you make the decision to punch a guy in a bar and a guy falls over and hits his head and you go to jail for manslaughter. Even if you make the decision to go to a school that you don't really want to go to because a friend's going there, or make the decision to get McDonald's, or make the decision to stay up late and watch one more episode of Netflix, I guess Game of Thrones. My friend's trying to get me onto that, or whatever. I think it's still going now. Do you see what I'm saying there? But the long-term, totally logical minded would be, well, I should go to bed and I can just watch this tomorrow. Or I should not punch him and, just not punch him. It's as simple as that. Or this person I'm going to have sex with, this girl, this guy, we can just wait, and if we really like each other, and we'll wait till it's like safe or whatever, Do you get what I'm saying there? So many things, I've had so many men and women come to me and say, men have had their erectile dysfunction go away, they can get off their blood thinners, or their chest tightness has gone away, their teeth get wider, their hair starts getting softer and smoother, their eyes get wider, they're happier, they sleep better. Obviously, the tinnitus goes down, that's the main thing here, but the side benefits are really cool as well. Their decision making, their capacity to handle rage, anger, emotions. Don't worry about the fucking meditation and all that sort of stuff. If you're someone who's really into feeling good is the root, that's the way to go. Focus on, there's a great psychologist who I would love to get interviewed for the documentary. I'm working on that now. I think I'm going to have to pay her an arm and a leg, but I'll do it if that's what it takes. Her name's Georgia Ede. I think it's EDE. And she has an excellent picture. She's a psychiatrist, by the way, who's someone who prescribes medications to fix mental disorders. But I love her so much, and I think she's amazing because she talks, about the dangers of vegetables and how they can actually harm you, and how meat's better because it is. And she also talks about how she has a little picture on when you go on her website, which I think is Diet Diversity or something like that. And it's a little picture above, book a consultation, and it says, "Enough about your mother. Tell me more about what you're eating." And I think that's so finally someone else understands and gets it. And she's a fucking psychiatrist of clinical trials and crazy shit and all. She's amazing. She's got everything to back it up, plus years of research. And it's Georgia Ede, E-D-E. Look her up on YouTube. Look up Little Shop of Horrors. Georgia Ede will blow your mind. Anyway, especially if you're a vegetarian. Cool. So I hope that lends some inspiration, and keep fasting, guys. And if you have any questions, I'm probably not going to be answering it for a long time because I'm organizing a documentary. And if you're in the LA, Chicago, or Texas area, or in Canada, please let me know, email me, and hopefully we can come and meet. You can be part of the documentary. We can document the whole thing, and we can keep your name private if you want. Cool.